If you're planning on going to the UK and you're wondering what documents you need for your UK tourist or visit visa, you are in luck because today we'll be going through the UK tourist visa documents checklist, all the full details you need about the document you'll be submitting with your application online. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Rosie, and on this channel I talk about YouTube, blogging, online business and branding, and a little bit of Japa content here and there, which this video is one of them. For this video, let me walk you through the documents you'll be needing when you are applying for a UK tourist or visit visa online. Whether you're traveling to visit family or friends, attending an event, enjoying a vacation, or even for medical or academic reasons, I will let you know what documents you should have and prepare for your application. I have a full video that shows a full guide on how you can fill and submit the application itself online. It will show you a real-life application from start to finish and also tips that will help give your application a better chance. I'll leave the link to the video in the description box below. Without long talks, let's talk about the mandatory documents you need for your visit visa to the UK. These documents are absolutely necessary for your application. The first document is a valid passport. Without this, you cannot even start the process. Your passport should also be valid for at least 6 months from the date of the application. The second document is evidence of funds, also called proof of financial resources, proof of funds, statement of accounts. It goes by many names. This particular document is so powerful that it can make or mar your application. Any little unclear, fishy or incomplete thing on this document, there is a chance you may kiss visit visa goodbye. For this particular document, you will need to show that you have enough money to support yourself throughout your stay in the UK. And even if you have someone who will be financially sponsoring you for this visit, whether an individual or a company, you yourself who is the visitor need to have your own proof of funds, no matter how little the money is in the account. Just show that you have an account and it has something coming in the last few months, even if it's just peanuts. Let me at this point let you know that these documents you are gathering to attach when you are filling and submitting your application form online, it's just to support your application, and most importantly to show that after your visit you will be going back to your country. They don't need anybody traveling to the UK and the person will be finished with the purpose of their visit to the UK, their visa has expired and they are not going back to their country. This is why you need to have good evidences to present. For this proof of funds, you can use the last 3 to 6 months statement of accounts. It can be from one account or 2 or more, all with your name. You can also do the same with your financial sponsors account if you have someone who will be sponsoring you financially. You would use the last 3 to 6 months of their statement of account. For the specific amount you need to have in the account, it all depends on the purpose of the travel and how long you'll be staying there. Either way, the proof of funds you'll be using, whether yourself or that of your financial sponsor, should have a realistically substantial amount. You can do a rough calculation on how much an average person would spend on that particular purpose of visit for you to have an idea of what you should be looking at. But a general tip is the more money that is in there, the better. The third document is proof of travel plans. This is just to show that you have a clear plan about your trip. You will need to have a tentative arrival and date of departure, which you will fill in as you're filling in the form online. You can also upload your flight tickets if you're able to buy them beforehand. This is not compulsory though. You also need to show your accommodation arrangements. It could be the hotel address or the home address of wherever you are going to be. In some cases, like when it is someone inviting you over, you may need to show proof of the person's address. Now for additional documents, in addition to the mandatory documents, there are some other additional documents you will need to provide. If you are employed, you will need to get a letter from your employer confirming that you are employed and you are getting an income. The contract is still ongoing with them and that they are aware you're traveling for a while. If you're a student, you will need to get a letter from university confirming your enrollment and your attendance, that you're still in school and that they are aware you're traveling for a while. If you have a serious medical condition, you may need to get a medical certificate from a registered medical practitioner. And if you'll be paying for the visa, that's if you'll be getting the visa that is more than 6 months, you may need to have a tuberculosis test certificate. Next, you will need the invitation letter written and signed by the person inviting you. If the person is also your financial sponsor, this should reflect in the letter. It can just be a few paragraphs stating the reason for the invite. I'll leave a template for this letter in the description box below. Next, you will need a document that shows the relationship with the person inviting you, as they would want to know what you have with that person. This can be pictures of you both together if it's family or friends, and maybe a contract or a linked certificate if it is a company. You will also need the passport or the BRP or BRC of the person inviting you. In some cases, both. That is if it's an individual. Then if it's a company, you are looking at the company certificate, the company registration. All these things are just to show if the person or the company inviting you is legally allowed to stay in the UK before inviting someone else. And then documents for minors. If you're applying for a minor to visit the UK, you'll be needing some additional documents. You will need to provide a birth certificate for the minor, and you also need to provide a parental consent letter from the parent or guardian. And finally, you will need to provide proof of relationship with the person, such as their birth certificate, their adoption papers, pictures, or things like that. As for the translation requirements for all the documents, every document is to be in English. If there's any document which is not in English, you need to provide a certified translation. Now, here is just a few additional tips. Ensure all your documents are up to date and valid. Submit only the original copies. It is best that you provide all the required documents to avoid delays or even rejection. You don't want that. You can also use the document checklist they provide for you to be sure you've uploaded all the necessary documents. This checklist, you will get it once you are done filling and submitting the application online. Keep in mind that even after submitting all your application online, they may still require additional information or documents, and they will always reach out to you to let you know they need such and then tell you how you can send them across to them. The thing with all the listed documents is everyone is important, every single one of them. In fact, the more documents you're able to upload to back up your application, the better. It can never be too much. If there are any documents you feel you have that is unclear, or you feel is incomplete, or you feel you don't have some requirements, please seek advice from an immigration lawyer. And that's it for the UK Visit Visa Documents checklist. If you have any question or you need any clarification regarding these documents, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I also have a video with a full guide on the application process itself and a real-life application from start to finish with tips and so many other information that will really help you. I will leave that in the description box below. Do want to like this video and also share. Most importantly, subscribe, because I've got lots of videos like this coming your way.